Hello. Yes.
Yes, ma'am. So, good evening, everyone. I'm Amruta, and it's my absolute pleasure to extend a warm welcome to all of you for this today's day two of the 2 week short-term training program of AI and ML coding using generative AI, powered by Indian Science Technologies and Engineering Faculties MAP. So, this program is being conducted from March 24th to April 4th, and we are delighted to have you all on this exciting journey. So, before we begin, here are some important guidelines to ensure a smooth and effective session. So, while joining, please share your name and affiliation in the live chat. Use a laptop for a better learning experience, especially during hands on activities with our experts. Filling up the feedback form during session is compulsory. The form will be shared in the YouTube chat box only. So, yesterday we explored the fundamentals of artificial intelligence and machine learning and also introduced your basic coding concepts. So, I hope you find the session insightful and engaging. So, today we will dive deeper in this subject, enhancing our understanding and practical skills in AI and ML coding. So let me take a moment and introduce Academy InnovaWorld. So in this organization, it is completely dedicated to fostering interdisciplinary learning and research through advanced training programs, webinars, workshops, and industry collaborations. Our mission is to bridge gap between theoretical knowledge and a practical implementation, empowering the learners to excel in emerging technological domains. So it is an honor to welcome our Chief Technology Officer, Pulak Kumar Dhara, a distinguished technologist, a former assistant scientist at Department of Atomic Energy. So his expertise and contribution in this research and development have been shaping our organization's vision and growth. I also extend an heartfelt welcome to our esteemed guest for today's lecture, Dr. Arunava Majumdar. We are grateful for his presence and look forward to his valuable insights as he takes today's session. So, with that, let's move on ahead with today's session. I hope you all have a productive and enriching learning experience. Over to Dr. Arunava, sir. Please, sir.
Yeah. Good evening, all of you, all the participants, and welcome to the day two of our AI and ML coding using the generative AI. So, yesterday we have learned how what generative AI is and how ChatGPT and other generative AI tool can help you finding the insights from data and how they can generate the data and also how they can generate and you can use the prompt to manipulate the data whatever you want. And one thing which was left in the last class, the descriptive statistics and how AIML means sorry how the chat GPT and the other this generative AI tools can be used to generate the descriptive statistics like mean, median, mode, and the measure of dispersions. Okay, so we will first I will show you that thing today, and I start with the means the same data set that is what has already been generated by the ChatGPT yesterday, and we can show that how the descriptive all kind of descriptive statistics without using any kind of Excel or any or Python or R or MATLAB or any kind of statistical softwares. Easily this generative AI can easily be done by using the ChatGPT. So let me show my screen first. Please confirm that my screen is visible. Okay. So I'm going to the Okay, I can't find the dataset today. Let me generate another dataset, a small dataset, and let me use the prompt to have the descriptive statistics again. Okay, so I am giving the prompt to ChatGPT now to generate a dataset, and first let me generate the dataset. Okay, then I will show you. Generate a CSV, better to the CSV dataset with 100 samples. Okay, now it is saying something, some specific things. What kind of data set it would like to generate? Customer data, product inventory. Okay, now you can have a choice. Okay, so I think the ChatGPT again it learned something. Okay, and again it includes this kind of features inside it. So let me use the customer data. Okay, now it is going to generate it. Hmm. The dataset has been generated, and you can see the features of the dataset. Customer ID, name, age, gender, email ID, purchase amount, and the purchase frequency, loyalty program member, yes or no, and this one. Okay, let me download the dataset now and let me show. Yes. So you can see this dataset is having this is a character, name is a character, consumer or customer, it's integer type, age, it's continuous type, gender, it is categorical data, male and female, email, also we can say it is since the different email has been used 100 emails, each and every email is different. So it may you can contain it is a integer type with 1 to 100 like that. This is continuous and floating point also. Okay, and this is purchase frequency. Purchase frequency, you can say it is more than 10 is there, 14 I think there I have seen. No, less than 10. So you can say it is a categorical. How many categories are there? 1 to 10 categories, purchase frequency. Okay, loyalty program member, yes or no, this is also a categorical values. Now, if I say, okay, without, if what are the descriptive statistics is? Descriptive statistics, it means that the average, but very simple with descriptive statistics, we can explain it's an average of something or mean or average is same, median, mode, okay, or the standard deviation, skewness, kurtosis, and this kind of things are there. Okay, so skewness and kurtosis will not be means visible, will be there. We cannot say directly there as a descriptive statistics, but mean, median, mode are obviously inside the descriptive statistics are there. But you can see here, if you there are some categorical data and also there are some continuous data. So mean we can find from here. Okay, a mode is available from basically if it is the data set is the categorical type. So mode is one of the important thing here to identify. Okay, since the some categories are there, we have to identify that which category has the highest. Yes is the highest frequency, or no is having the highest frequency. Okay, so based on that, if you it is very important to find the mode here. Okay, so without suppose a layman, I am a layman and I don't know about what everything is there. Okay, what kind of data set it is, I'm just giving instruction to the chat GPT that, this is the generated data sets from the ChatGPT, and I'm asking it to uh, describe the descriptive statistics from the generated data. Now see, let's see that what it generates and what is the result it creates. Yes, now it's analyzing. I think there's some issues is happening here. Okay, let me stop it and again write it again. Okay, give the just I'm changing the prompt somewhere. Yes, now it is having. I have changed the prompt here because previous prompt I have written here describe the descriptive statistics. I think that creates some issue. So if I say that give the descriptive statistics of the features, okay, so features means it now it understands that I am talking about the column names. Okay, now what, look at this. We don't need to use any kind of formula in Excel. Okay, it can create everything here in age. The what is the mean age, the standard deviation of the age, minimum age, what is the 25th percentile, what is the median, okay, what is the 75th percentile and maximum, everything is described here. Similarly for purchase amount, similarly for purchase frequency, and for categorical features you can see the gender categories, male, female and non-binary. Okay, three kind of categories are there, and most frequent category is female, which is 35%. Loyalty program, I told you that in case of categorical features, okay, of course the mean and the standard deviation, these kind of things will not be applicable here because it is having either the binary category or some three categories or four categories like this. So in that cases we can only find the mode in that case. So most frequency category, it means it is talking about the mode. So female is the most highest frequency category in gender section. Now loyalty program member category is yes or no is there, and most frequent category is yes, 30 53 out of 100. Okay, and name and email, each entries are unique, 100 unique values are there, so we cannot say that yes we can, if we can each and every entries are unique, so we can means make some numbers, or we can give the different numbers for them. So let us suppose that since the name, unique names are there, so for each and every unique name we can assign some numbers like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 up to 100 numbers. So in case of these unique features, the number of rows, it will give you the number of the variable, that is 1 2 3 4, just like the serial number. Okay, it is nothing yet. So that is why no need to find out any kind of mean or median, because there's 100 different entries are there, and all entries are just sequentially 1 2 3 4 like this. So all values are unique here. So basically, so whatever it has given, if we use the Excel formula or if we use some other formula, it will take many times. But how much time it's saved by using just by using a simple prompt here? You can see all kind of statistical descriptive statistics are generated by them. Okay, now the main thing what we are going to discuss today. If you have the data set of your own, can you upload the dataset here, any CSV or Excel file, and can you say or can you ask the ChatGPT to you just use a prompt to describe the these descriptive statistics or to have some insights from the data? The answer is also yes, but there is some issues because our we are using the free version of the ChatGPT. Okay, let me show you something. I'm using a data set. Okay, this data set was generated by the ChatGPT in yesterday's class. Okay, but right now I have the data set and let me upload this data set into the ChatGPT, and I am using here 100 data sets here, 100 samples here, not more than that, because otherwise it may create some issues means if we are going to means you we are using the free version, so it has a limitation to analyze the data. If the your data set is more than that, then it will stop creation stop analyzing the data, and it will ask for the premium membership, or it will ask for the subscription. Okay, so let me use the this data set which is already generated by it in the last class. Let's see what happens. Okay, I am closing this one. Also I'm closing this. Okay, first before uploading the data into the chat GPT, okay, everything, all the Excel files, not all means the file which is, if the your file is open in Excel, okay, first close the file, okay, and then you upload the file into the chat GPT. This is the button, okay, by clicking on which you can upload the file which you have. You can see the customer data environment. Yes, this customer data was generated by it yesterday. Yes, now it is uploaded. Now let me ask the chat GPT. First give the um, name of features. First upload it, and just behind it you can just write it that give the names of the features, or give the descriptive statistics for each and every column. You can use the prompt like that. So now it may take some, it looks like you have uploaded a dataset. Do you want me to analyze this file and extract the features and names for you? You have to write here yes, because you have uploaded the dataset, and I did not use the prompt that extract the data from the uploaded file and give the name of the features. So that is why it is asking that whether it is going to extract the data from your uploaded file or not. Okay, you just have to write yes, and that's all. So if you say yes, now it is going to analyze the data what is uploaded by you, and it will give the names of each and every features. Okay, again it is taking the time. Hmm. Yeah. So all features are written. So not only the features are written, each and every features are described also. So customer ID, unique identifier of each customer, gender, gender of the customer, age, and everything. Okay, all the features are written as well as described also. Now I am going to ask, give the I'm using the changing the prompt. Let us suppose the I'm only going to find the descriptive statistics for any one of the columns. Let us suppose annual income. Okay, so give the descriptive statistics of annual income. Look at this annual income, it is having an underscore. Okay, if you are omitting the underscore, you don't write the underscore here in your prompt, then also it will understand that you are talking about the annual income only. Look, all the descriptive statistics is given here. Now I'm going to give you some other statistical value, which is some advanced statistical value. Um, Let us suppose the regression and the correlation coefficient. Let's look at the data set first, and let me define what correlation coefficient if some layman is there. So let me define first. This is the some initial steps of analyzing a data and the predictive modeling. Okay, predictive modeling means yesterday I already explained that if you are going to predict something, you need to make a model. Okay, that AI model or ML model to analyze the data, and after analyzing the data, you are going to predict something, that is whether what will be the income for the next month, or what will be the percentage of the chance of rainfall, or what is the percentage of rainfall tomorrow. Like this, analyze the data and make some prediction. So for this prediction, you need to have some predictive modeling. So to have this predictive modeling and to make the model accurate, you need to understand some basic statistical features like correlation coefficient, okay, scatter plotting, outliers, okay, some other things are there which you need to understand first. So let me define first what correlation coefficient is. So let us suppose I am talking about the Excel data set. Let me open the Excel file again. Okay. To find the correlation coefficient, I means suggest to consider the variables which are continuous. Basically, you can see this: age is a continuous, annual income, spending score, everything is having some continuous data sets. But gender, it is categorical: male, female, and non-binary. These are having three categories. Okay, in case of categorical data, if you say that yes, we can also do this, but better to have the correlation coefficient between the continuous data set, because continuous data set, it can create a scatter plot very smoothly, or it can create some scatter plot. We can visualize it, and it can predict some linear relationship or non-linear relationship is there or not. We can have the idea after drawing the scatter plotting. Okay, so now what correlation coefficient? Correlation coefficient, it means that we are going to find a relationship between any two of the features. Let us suppose age and annual income. are they having any relation between them? This relation, to find the relation, we need to find a value which is called the correlation coefficient, or R. The value of correlation coefficient, it lies between -1 and +1. Okay, so -1 and +1, it means that if the value of the R is -1, we can say that age and income is having negative correlation. Okay, basically, in general, in real life data set, having the value -1 or exact +1 or exact -1, it is almost impossible. Okay, we can have very near to -1 or very near to +1 or very near to 0, like that. So let us suppose it is, if the value of R we are getting as 0.89, it is very closer to -1. So we will say age and annual income, it is, they are having negative relationship. Negative relationship means if the age of the person is low, then the income will be high. Negative relation. If the age of the person is high, then income will be low, or vice versa. So this is the called the negative relation. But if I say that R is equal to 0.88, so it is very near equal to +1, and it is near equal to -1. So if it is near equal to +1, we will say they are having positive relation. It means age is high, it implies annual income is also high. Age is low, then annual income is also low. Positive relation means one is low, then it defines another one is also low. One is high, then another one is also high. Okay. Now the if there is relation, then the correlation coefficient value will be near equal to +1 or near equal to -1. But if there is no correlation between them, then what is the value of R? R value near equal to 0. Okay, if the R value is near equal to 0, we can say that age and annual income is not having any kind of relation between them. And we cannot predict that whether if age is high, somebody's age is high, then we cannot say whether the annual income will be higher or will be lower. The annual income may be anything, maybe high, maybe low, maybe in between them, any range, maybe 0 also. We cannot find any relation between them. So this is the initial thing of data science and machine learning, that to finding a relationship between any two features by using correlation coefficient. Okay, so in Excel, correlation, to find the correlation coefficient between any two features, if the features are having numeric value and continuous, so the formula we are using here is COREL. Okay, equal to CORREL. COREL, then bracket open, and then we are using the first array as, sorry, just wait, let me clear these things first. Yeah, COREL. Now bracket open. Now between which values? Between the age and the annual income. So first we will select the age. Okay, and then comma the array 2, that is the second annual income. We will drag. You can also use the, oh sorry, so it is D2, D2 to D101. Yes, what is the correlation coefficient? You can see 0.05. So the age and annual income, you can see the correlation coefficient is 0.059. 0.97. It means that age and annual income, they are having almost no relation between them. So somebody's age is high, or we cannot say whether their income will be higher or lower, or any the income may be anything. We cannot say anything if age is high or age is low, then income will be high or low. We cannot say anything here because our correlation coefficient is very low here, almost near equal to 0, 0.05. Okay, now if we ask the same, so now here you can see to find the correlation coefficient. Okay, we are going to use the formula of correlation coefficient here in Excel. But can ChatGPT generate the correlation coefficient for each and every pair of features? Age, annual income, spending score, and membership. Okay, together, let us suppose I am going to find out the correlation coefficient between there are three values, numeric values are there. Age is one, annual income, and spending score. These three values are numeric. So let us suppose we are going to find out the correlation coefficient between age, annual income, spending score, and age and spending score. Okay, so how many? There are three different correlation coefficient we want to find. Can ChatGPT do it for us? Let's check. Let's find between between the pair of features colon, what are the pairs? And age, annual income, and spending score. Age, comma, annual income, comma, spending score. Let's see what it generates. Yes, look at this. Age and annual income 0.0598, weak positive correlation. Positive but weak. Okay, age and spending score 0.0135, almost no correlation. Annual income and spending 0.0638, very weak positive correlation. You can see all the values are generated. If you want to check it that whether you have generated age and annual income 0.598. So whether our value is 0.59762, almost 0.598. Okay, so you can verify that they are not giving the wrong thing, it is giving the right thing. And by just using the proper prompt, you can generate each and every pair of the correlation coefficient of each and every pair of the features here. So now you can see that how ChatGPT works well in this kind of data sets. By uploading the data set also, if you are having your own data set, you can upload it, and you can also means you can also find the insights from the data also. You can find the correlation coefficient, descriptive statistics, and all these kind of features. Now the problem is if the dataset is very high or very large, with 10,000 or more than 10,000 samples are there, can it generate the same thing? The same issue I already discussed, that I think you have to purchase the subscription for that, because it has a limitation of data analysis for free version. Okay, so if that limit crosses, then your data analysis will stop. You have to use some other email ID for that to analyze the data. But if your data set is very high or very large, then it will, even for single file also, it cannot create all the analysis. Okay, so you have to purchase in that cases. Now let's talk about the graphs. So as we have talked about the correlation coefficient. Can it generate the graph of histogram or scatter plot or like that? The answer is no. it cannot generate the graphs. Okay, till now. In future, maybe it will also generate the graphs. Okay, so visualization, you can have the visualization, you can these values. Would you like to correlation heat map or visualization? Okay, so let's say it is also asking here, would you like to like a correlation heat map or visualize for visualization? If you say yes here, let me check that what it generates. Previously it was not, but right now it may generate, but I think it will generate some code for that. Oh, it generates now. Yes. Previously, these features are not there, but right now I'm seeing that these features is added here. Basically, this correlation heat map, what correlation heat map is, look at this age, annual income, and spending score. Age, annual income, spending score, the correlation between them is given. Okay, you can see the correlations and you can match from here. So age and annual income, what is the correlation? 0.06. Age and spending score 0.01. Annual income, age 0.06. Annual income, annual, this is 1 and everything. So basically, previously what happens, it generates some code for Python. If you, it is by default, it is generating the code for Python. But right now, this is basically if this kind of correlation heat map is generated by the Python itself. Okay, so now it generates by itself, so you can use that one also. Okay, now problem is again say the same thing. If you're generating the only three features, age, in annual income, and spending score, if the features are high also, then it will also not create any graph like that. Okay, you have to, it may generate some code for you also. Okay, you can copy and paste the code into the Python, or whatever the code you want to generate, that will generate the code. You can copy and paste it in the proper interface, and you can have the graph. Okay, now let us if it is showing the graph now, let us generate some other things also. Histogram. Okay, generate histogram of the above features. Okay, let me see what it generates now. Yes, histogram as well as the fitting of the curve, everything has been generated by this. So you can see the generation, everything is given here. Now it is asking for more. Here are the histograms of age, annual income, and spending score. Each plot shows the distribution of values, which now with a density curve. Okay, these are density curve, KD, and for a smoother view. Let me know if you need any modification or additional insights. Now, modification or additional insights, let me check. Okay, what kind of insights it can, you can do this kind of experiments. Okay, change the bin size. Let me change the bin size now. Change the bin size. Okay, okay, change means reduce or increase. Let me reduce. Okay, reduce the bin size. Yeah. Okay, so by reducing it, you can see it adjusted the values, and it creates, okay, like this. If I increase the bin size, then also it can create. So let us suppose if you, according to your prompt, whatever you use it, Okay, the graph may also be changed. So accordingly, you can use a separate means headings, separate legends of x and y axis and everything. I think now it is clear how AI can generate, how the generative AI can generate all the plottings for you also. Okay, now going to the next part, regression. Okay, so for the regression part, let me discuss something about the AI, ML portion. Regression and classification. I also have given some introduction in the last class that what is classification and what regression is. Okay, let us consider age, income, and gender. Now, age, I'm using a very small amount of value here. Let us suppose age 10, 20, 25, 21, 30. Income $1,000, $2,000, $2,500, $1,900, and $33,000. Like this. Gender, male, female, female, male, female. It's a simple thing. Now, age, income, and gender. Okay, let us suppose that uh, we want to predict the gender. Okay, and what kind of prediction? By analyzing this particular data set. Okay, I want to generate if the age of some person is 35, income of that person is 32,000, what should be the gender of that person? Is it male or is it female? Then what type of modeling we need to use? Is it for regression? It will going for the regression, or we will go for the classification? The answer is classification here, because we are going to predict the gender. Now gender is having categorical values male and female here, only two categories. If your outcome, what you are going to predict, variable is categorical, we will go for the classification problem. The classification. Okay, now suppose where income is our outcome variable. Okay, and now we are going to predict the income. Let us suppose the gender is male, age is 23. What should be the income? In this case, since income is continuous, okay, numeric and both continuous, so in case of continuous data set, we will go for the regression. So is the basic thing. Okay, when we need to use classification, when we need to use the regression. Basic thing. Now, whether classification or regression, whatever we are going, what kind of methods we may use here? What are the methods that are available? The methods available, there are different methods available. First of all, basic statistical methods are there to predict something. Linear regression. However, linear regression we can use in ML also. You can use here also. Linear regression, non-linear regression, linear regression, non-linear regression. Okay, so for linear, non-linear regression, both the cases, linear regression is having two cases. First of all, simple linear regression and multi-linear regression. Nonlinear regression is also having two cases, simple and multi. Now, what is simple linear regression? Simple linear regression when we are having only any two variable, one input and one output. We will go for the simple linear regression or simple non-linear regression. Okay, now simple linear one input one output means, let us suppose we are considering only the age 10, 20, 15, 25, 22, and income. Okay, income 1000, 2000, 1500, 3000, 2200, like this. Okay, so we will go for either simple linear regression or simple nonlinear regression, depending on what kind of data it is. It is linear data, linear type of data, or nonlinear type of data. Based on that, we will go for the whether this analysis. Now, what linear type data and what nonlinear type data is, we can see the linearity or nonlinearity by at a glance. Okay, our first impression we can make by making the scatter plot. Now, what scatter plot is? Scatter plot is if the scatter plot, two-dimensional scatter plot, it can be, it is available only we are having single input variable and single output variable. Input variable means this is the feature and this is the outcome. We are going to predict the income. Okay, so income is the outcome. So income outcome should be on the y-axis, and the feature, that is age, should be on the x-axis. Now our first point is 10 10,000. So let us suppose the 10,000 point is here, 10,000 points. 22,000, so 22,000 point, let us suppose, sorry, 10 1,000, 10 1,000, 22,000, 15 1,500, 25 3,000, 22 2,000, like this. So the first point, this point is 10 1,000. This is the first point. This is second, 20 2,000. This is the third point, 15 1,500, and so on. So this plotting is called the scatter plot. Okay, so if the scatter plot, then the scatter plot may look like this. If our so you can see the scatter plot, it is, the trend is upward. If the trend is upward, we can say somehow it is a positive relation or positive correlation might be there. Okay, now in some cases, okay, not for this data set, for some other data set, our scatter plot may look like this. Okay, the trend is downward, we can say that negative correlation. And if our scatter plot, it is somehow parallel to the x-axis, okay, the trend is parallel to the x-axis, we can say no correlation or very mild correlation. These are the three things may happen, okay, by using this scatter plot. Okay, so it has a relation between the value of the correlation coefficient and the scatter plotting. Okay, now to find out this relation or to check this relation, we first need to plot or need to draw the scatter plot. So now again we are going to the Excel. Okay, let us draw the scatter plot now. How scatter plot can be drawn? We first need to, let us suppose, age and annual income. Okay, these two features are selected, and I want to plot the scatter plotting between age and annual income. We need to go to insert, and then this is the chart of scatter plotting. And if you look at this, so you can see the data is randomly scattered here and there, and there is no relation is found. Okay, let me, what is the trend here? This is the trend. You can see this in this pipeline, and this pipeline is exactly, you can see the parallel to the x-axis. Okay, why it happens? There is a reason behind it. This data is generated by the chat GPT. Okay, so chat, since we didn't use any prompt that generate a data set which is having the positive correlation or negative correlation like that, it just creates some random data, and it is randomly scattered between anywhere. And you can see basically our correlation coefficient is nothing. Okay, here means almost near equal to 0. Okay, and we can also see that what is our correlation coefficient, 0.59762, which is very near equal to 0. Okay, now without using Excel, can this scatter plot, it can generate the scatter plot, chat GPT? I think it will can also generate the scatter plot. So generate scatter plot between the above features. One thing you may notice here, I didn't write the name of the features in each and every cases. I have written the name of the features only one time here. And next on, from the now on, I am just using the same thing, that is generate the scatter plot between the above features. Between the above this, generate the histogram of the above features like that. So it will automatically, it can consider that what the features I'm talking about. So let me use this prompt and let us generate the scatter plot, whether it is generating or not. Okay, now what it says, it looks like there might be an issue with the data type of one or more columns. Yes, of course, the data types of the one or more columns, there might be some issues because some categorical data are there. Okay, I will check and clean the data before generating the scatter plot. The data types of age, annual income, and spending score are correct, integer and floats. I will now generate the scatter plot. So what does it mean? Age, annual income, and spending score. Okay, it can generate for them because the other features, they are having the categorical features. So how can they generate the scatter plotting? Now you can see here, this is for age. Okay, now why two types of scatter plot? One is age, okay, and spending score and annual. You can see these three diagrams are there. Okay, so it creates a matrix here. Okay, what kind of matrix? For age and age. Okay, that is the histogram of age. Okay, age and annual income. This is the age and annual income. Age and spending score. This is the age and spending score. Let me, yes. Okay, so age and spending score. Now this is the age and spending score. Now look at this. The symmetric graphs, the scatter plots are same. Okay, so you can see this data, that is this one and this one. Okay, age, annual income, and annual income. Since there should not be any kind of scatter plot, because in annual income and annual income, how they can create any scatter plot for them? Because annual income and annual income, they will be same type of data set. So that is why it generates the histogram only. Okay, so it creates the data set exactly like this. Now, if you change your prompt here, if you want to generate only the scatter plot for any two of the features, if I say here, generate scatter plot for age and annual income only. Yes, it generates. But what it did, the scatter plotting, here the plotting is, you can see the plottings are, it is bubble plotting, but here it is some cross point. Okay, so you can use some other prompt to change these plottings. Okay, so plot the bubble, plot width, sorry. Suppose you don't like this plotting, this cross symbol is not as much as, means not, it is not properly visible also, and it looks odd. So I am using the prompt here now, plot the bubble. Let's see what it's going to do. Okay, now you can see it did not create the bubble, but it creates the means it the bubble plotting. Here's the means according to the size. If the spending score is 20, it creates small cross. If the spending score is 40, then the cross are big. Okay, so it now changes the size. So it means that we did not use a proper prompt here. So so sometimes this kind of things happens in ChatGPT. What exactly you are going to, any small things, what exactly you are going to ask, or exactly what you want may not be sometimes generated by the prompt. So in these cases, what you can do now, the means necessity of the programming. Okay, Python or whatever. Now in these cases, you can ask to generate the code for this plotting or scatter plot for you. Okay, now you can code it by using the Python. Now you can code it for by using the any other means other softwares like MATLAB or R. Okay, now you can ask the ChatGPT to code it for you, so they can code it. Now, what is the disadvantage here? Now, for you can see each and every changing of plotting. Now, let us suppose that I want a single plotting. I don't want this kind of plotting matrix. Okay, I want a single plot. I want to change the cross plots to the bubble plot, or I want to change this plot size. Now, every cases you want to write down the prompt. Now, here in this case, the time wastage will be there. So better if you can generate a code for you, and in that code, just by changing a simple line or a simple word, you can easily generate it. You easily generate your desired plotting. Okay, so we will be going to do that thing, how you can generate the code in Python or in MATLAB in this by using the ChatGPT, and how you can use the coding and change the coding for you. Now, if in the time in case of coding, it will be very much efficient, and you can change the code according to your wish. You can change it by any type of using means using the prompt. You can manipulate the code also, and also for large data site, this ChatGPT won't work like that. If your data size is very large, then you have to code it better to code. Let's generate a code and use the code in any of the platform. So this is all for today. Now, anybody has any question, then please, it's open.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Am I audible to you?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am, you're audible.
Yeah. So, first of all, how can we validate that suppose as a layman we are doing this, right? How can we validate the result that we are obtaining is
Yes.
correct? So can you just
Uh,
tell to our audience
how can we validate the results?
that our result
Uh,
that we are getting using ChatGPT is
yes.
valid or
That is why, yes, 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 that is the thing. That is why I'm saying, that is why better to generate the code.
Mhm.
Okay, better to generate. No, don't say ChatGPT. Yes, ChatGPT can generate this kind of plotting, can generate this kind of things. Everything, every
Mhm.
results it can generate. But better to create the code by using ChatGPT and use the code in any platform like Python or whatever. Just copy
Mhm.
and paste the code and use the code you provide. Now it is on your hand. Okay, now go to
Mhm.
your platform, Python platform like VS Code or in Jupyter, wherever you want to code, then go there, go to that platform. Okay, use the code which is generated by the ChatGPT and then modify in your code. Okay,
Mhm.
you can just input the data, whatever you want into your code and generate it, run the code. That will be authentic now. That will be
Right.
authentic. And then you can easily match the results which is generated by the chat GPT and which is generated by your code. Okay, so better to use the
Right.
code only. Don't use the this kind of chat GPT automatic generation. So just generate the code, use the code, and do
Okay.
it by yourself.
Okay. So, is there any data limitations like if I'm having around 2000 like data set with me, can I
Yes.
use it in the chat GPT, sir?
No, no, that is why I'm saying if the data, your data is very high, 10,000 or 5,000, I don't know the exact limit. Okay, so if your data sample size is very high, the
Mm-hmm.
ChatGPT will stop analyzing the data because we are free
Okay.
using the free version. Okay,
Okay.
so that is why the means necessity of code generation will help you. Just you generate code and then now use your platform yourself.
Okay.
Okay.
So that means this generative AI tools, we can keep it as a supportive
Exactly. It is
analysis
a
purpose,
supportive,
right?
it will not generate everything for you, of course.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Otherwise, everybody will stop everything, doing everything, stop reading anything, stop studying, and just use ChatGPT to do all their works. Everything
Right.
just. What is the necessity of coding there?
Right. Okay. Uh, that's all for my side, and there are some few questions available in our YouTube. So
Yeah,
first question we have, ChatGPT shows you have reached your data analysis limit. Is
exactly,
there
exactly.
any generative AI tool for analysis purpose?
Uh, ChatGPT, as per my knowledge, ChatGPT is the best. Okay, right now the Gemini and DeepSeek is also there, but everyone it if you can the based generation, the code generation or the other things are there, ChatGPT will help you the best. Okay, other model like GPT, they are also the same. You need to purchase. Okay, code
Okay.
generation limit is there. You need to purchase that.
Okay.
Okay, otherwise you can't do it.
Okay. I think the question is a little different. So
Yeah.
our team has forwarded that question in your chat box. Can you just look into it, sir?
ChatGPT shows you have reached your data analysis limit. Is there any generative AI tools for analysis purpose? Yes, that is why I'm saying, okay, I don't know any kind of generative AI generative tool for analysis purpose separately. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
yes, there may be means if you want to generate there are some tools are there which can generate the data means not uploading. You can means upload the data or you can put the data by yourself manually and they will generate. But they are not like ChatGPT.
Mm-hmm.
That tools are readily made for you just for data analysis or just for regression purpose or statistical purpose. Okay, that is a separate
Mm-hmm.
software, not using ChatGPT. That is, they are not the learning tools. They are not using the
Mm-hmm.
AI or ML. Okay, they have already put the formula of everything, and you need to put the data manually. Manually putting the data, they will generate the results for you. Okay, and that results are also authentic because there is no this kind of learning things will not be there authentic, but you need to put it manually there.
Right.
ChatGPT, it is not the ChatGPT. Anything you just you just upload. What I have uploaded here, I have a Excel file. I just upload any random Excel file. It can create all kind of insights. But that softwares are not like that. Okay, only the specific things you need to upload, not randomly anything. Okay, what about the validation of
Generated
generated
data.
data? Yes, validation. I have already explained how you validate it.
Right. So as of now, we don't have any other question.
As of okay.
Um, yeah. And I think that's all for today. And we have nicely, you have carried forwarded this session. It was really enlightening. And so tomorrow, so can you just brief that what we are going to learn tomorrow?
Yes, tomorrow we were going to learn about some deep knowledge about the regression. Means today we have gone through some metrics like correlation coefficient, scatter plotting, histogram like that. Tomorrow we will go for the modeling cases. Okay, what regression modeling is, what classification is, and what type of models are there, and how you can use the modeling. You can use the chat GPT to model, okay, like linear regression model or non-linear regression model, okay, and also for classification cases. Okay, so
All right.
tomorrow's class will be go for the regression only linear and non-linear cases.
Right. Okay, sir. Thank you. And I request all our participants, as you know, that feedback link is already active in the chat box. So, requesting all the participants to please do fill up the feedback form, and which is one of the prior criteria for getting a certificate. So, tomorrow we will see you all in the same time. Here, the link will be shared in the WhatsApp group. So, see you tomorrow then. And if you have any other further question, you can put up in this feedback form. So, our team will get back to you. So thank you so much. And many of you have also asked that please share the video of this session. This video link is already active in our YouTube channel. You can find it over here. So you can recap whenever you need it, right? So it is already active as you are watching this video, it is already live, it is active. So you can keep it for your long time reference. Um, yeah. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for your great time and see you tomorrow. Thank you, sir.
Yes, thank you very much.